Hey there folks, welcome back to the Dammâseq Campaign. Last time we went to war with Jaffa and also Samaria. We set up this war so we could avoid fighting Samaria's giant defensive league, and although I probably could have done that war a few years ago and just gone with the claim I had on Samaria and fought all those people, it would have been just a lot more hassle, honestly, without much to gain. I don't really want any territory that any of them have, so this more sort of focused-in war was, I think, the right call. Now we're continuing to do some sieges here. The Jaffa army is roaming around, but I'm honestly not too concerned about that. We have our morale recovering, and the siege in the north is almost done, so we'll wait and see how that goes. In the meantime, let me remind myself exactly where we are with the nation. I think everything's basically okay. Oh yeah, Jordan Rift Valley, we need to switch all these policies back over, because we switched out our governor to Bat Noam or Mitba, so we should keep working on this. Actually, at the minute, people are not super thrilled. What's the problem? Governor corruption. 25 corruption? Did this guy have crafty before? I swear this guy didn't have crafty before. Am I losing my mind? Okay, 25 corruption is serious enough that I'm considering switching it again. Maybe back to Umastart, to be honest. I mean, this guy did just try to commit grand treason, or whatever you call it, but 10-11, you know? Loyalty is pretty high. And that's even with revoked free hands, and after revoked office, he's still at 58. The problem is, once we reassign him, he'll get power base again from leading troops. So, it is possibly a bit of a risk. But he does have 0 corruption, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Loyalty-wise, he is now at 34. Ugh. I'm just gonna bribe him. There we go. Alright, problem solved, I hope. And then, policy-wise, he's changed all the policies again. Fortunately, we hadn't spent a lot of PI yet fixing this, so Rabat Amman back to harsh treatment. And then everywhere else, I can probably switch back over to assimilation. Yeah, let me start with the most populous place, and then work my way around through there. It is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and resume. Oops. Alright, these guys want my grain, that's fine. Get this cup out of the way, so I'm not clanging loudly. Alright, 14%, let's see it. That would be pretty great. Nope, Defender's Dessert is fine though. Okay, so, while this is going on, not really too much else to do, but wait. Grid claim is progressing, or grid integration is progressing along nicely. Here's some mercenaries Jaffa's hired, but that's not going to help them. If they link up together, they might be able to knock away my force up here at Beit Sayan, but we shall see what they can pull off. We're at 49% once again, my favorite place to be, so we'll see how much the siege luck is with us today. I assume not much, but you never know. Okay, yeah, I think they are gathering their forces up here, but we should win the siege on a coin flip like this. 49%. Alright, here's the win. Oh, wow, look at that. What a surprise. What a surprise at Beit Sayan. 49%, it's a Defender's Dessert. Wow, that's such a surprise. I can't believe that. Wow. Okay, well, snarkiness aside, what's their total numbers put together? 2,000, 1,600, about, so it's 3,600. I've got about 4,250, and I do have the morale or the martial advantage from Umastart. So this is probably fine. I think we're probably okay. We'd be attacking in farmland, and probably not over a river. I don't remember how that works when you're sieging down. So I think we're okay. Let's just, Granaries raided in Yabrudu. Oh my god, finally! Yes! Finally someone raided these granaries. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, that's not great for the food situation, but we can make Adashtart pay. 99 loyalty? Really? What? We had loyalty problems with this guy just recently. Huh? Okay. Okay, I'm not sure exactly why he's suddenly the most loyal man on Earth, but we're going to take advantage of that. Well, I could pay this much money and get even more loyalty. How healthy is my king? He's healthy. I think it's... Nah. I think I can get away with 10 loyalty on this guy. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Alright, yeah, they're not going to attack me. This force coming in, with them brought up, these guys could actually knock me away. And because I'm going to lose the next 849% rolls, that's probably what they're going to be able to pull off. Alright, are you ready for a siege win at this fort that I'm sieging at 49%? No! Wow! 49% defenders desert? Whoa! I can't believe it. In Imperator Rome, I'm not getting 49% rolls like 3 or 4 times in a row. Wow! Okay, sorry. I'm out of pocket today. I don't know what's come over me, but this is some bullshit. Come on, man. This is a coin flip. Unless I'm like fundamentally misunderstanding how this works. This should be a coin flip, and there's... Alright, they're not going to win this attack. I don't know why they're not waiting for these guys, but I think this is probably okay. I guess we'll wait and see. Okay, yeah. They are going to... Of course, they're rolling well, too. That's not helping. This is really close. Really close. We need a really good roll right now. That's a good roll. Okay, good, good, good. Another good roll, please. That's a bad roll. This is extremely... This is the closest battle of the campaign. That's a bad roll. Come on, give me a good roll, please. Please, good roll, good roll. I have so many more people than they do. That's not a good roll. Come on. Just a couple good rolls in a row, and we got this. This is really close. We have so many more people than they do. Oh, I think we're gonna win. It's super close. Holy crap. Oh, that's a bad roll, but I think we have the momentum now. Battle of Beit Sayan going down in legend. Hold on. Okay, we won the battle. Oh my god, so close. That was an absolute bloodbath at Beit Sayan. Holy crap. No longer will Daniel be known as a man of inaction. All people, friend or foe, shall laud him the name Daniel the Conqueror to victory. Okay. Assault ability 10% and subject opinion +5 is very good. Like so many before him, Daniel bears the name of Conqueror and the responsibility that lies with it. Is this an actual name change? No, he doesn't get the epithet, the Conqueror. At least I don't think so. That's too bad. Well, I'm happy to get those traits, though. Alright, whatever the case. Alright, time for another totally fair coin flip at 49%. We all know how fair this game is, so I'm sure nothing bad will happen to me. Also, losing 32% down there. Love that, too. Palace in Salcad is done, and then I should probably build some more palaces elsewhere as well. Where do I have the most research at the minute? I have no research in Imperator? What? 0. Research from Pops minus 1.15. Huh? What? Why do I have negative research over here? 87. Why does Imperator have negative research? Minus 115. Is this like a glitch? Like, what is this? Okay, I don't know what's going on in Imperator. So I can't tell how valuable it is. Let me come back to Imperator later. Alright, 5.48, 6.80. Let's see. Sama, actually we have a palace here already. Building a palace in Husun could help the, yeah. This could actually really help with the loyalty, so I might do that. Also, we now have trade routes down here. What do I want in this location? Probably just more noble happiness. That's just the thing to get. Could get papyrus. Yeah, let's trade for papyrus down here. That's worth a lot. And happier nobles. 7.90 research now. This place is definitely the second city of the kingdom at this point. Okay, and then over here. Yeah, I think Hassun. Well, yeah, let's build a palace in Hassun next. And then I think we don't have money quite yet for another palace. We'll wait a little bit. Okay. Alright, 49%. We all know that's a fair coin flip in this game, so we shall see victory now. I'm not even gonna put my hands are off the keyboard. We're just gonna watch. Actually, I will put my hands on the keyboard temporarily to fix this. We lost fish. We need to get that Freeman happiness back. So I'm gonna retrade for fish. Trade with any of my vassals? No. I'll trade with Egypt. Sure. Alright. Here we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. 417 days. Keep in mind, I've done all of the siege, or I've done some of the siege techs, so this is with the siege bonuses that I have. I guess I could get even more, but this is just... I try not to, like, just, complain all throughout my episodes, but, I mean, you're seeing this too, right? Like, this is beyond out of pocket. Alright, whatever. So I think this force here is going to come back up to Yardena and just recover manpower a little bit. We're basically out of manpower at the minute, so we'll let that happen. And then superb Grand Festival for some number of years. These guys come down to grab Sitim. I won't sack it because, I mean, I won't decide who sacks it because one of these guys will get there first, but Sitim may end up being our capital, or our provincial capital, I mean. So we'll see what we get. And then I also need to get Jericho. I totally forgot about that. So I might actually send everybody down and just do an assault at Jericho if I think I'll have enough war score. Look, these guys also, we're about to have January 1st. Mouth of the Orontes gratitude. The protection we have offered Mouth of the Orontes has made a lasting impression on the people. They've approached us asking to be more closely integrated with their country. Interesting. They actually want to become a client state. The problem is, I don't have any more slots. I could always switch over to neutral stance to get another slot, but domineering stance is so good. I think I'm going to just say no, unfortunately. Tributary's fine. Okay, Shara, and then let's do our War Council. We're also, actually no, not quite. We have 10 years to go. We are 90 years into the campaign now, so almost there, but not quite. Where's my War Council? Alright, all Dammâseq sleeps as the War Council drags well on into the night. Assembled are 3 brilliant Aramean minds, summoned to provide insight, each determined to convince us of the validity of their argument. Himilco, the author of several tactical treatises, Aberami, a well-known rogue and philanderer, and Barakbal, something of a wild card, whose opinions are regarded as novel. As promising and flawed arguments are proffered on all sides, the status quo descends eventually. Aberami and Barakbal agree on the necessity of curbing the Yabruduian threat, whereas Himilco opines on his preference lies in the plenteous lands of Tyr. It is up to us to determine the best course of action. Alright, so I could also just do nothing here. Let's see here. Let me look at this. This is an Ebla, and this location is Hazor, which, we are already, I believe, taking over. Where's Hazor? No, Hazor's up here, actually. Do we have a claim on Hazor already? No, we have a claim on Aker. I think we'll get the Tyr claim just to give me another route into Tyr if I want to go through Hazor. I think Hazor itself is an unfortified... Yeah, Hazor's unfortified, so this would be a really easy target, so we'll go for that, but I'm not going to war with Tyr right this second. We have obviously other things to worry about. Alright, and then these guys, I don't think we're going to recover much manpower, so let's actually just come down and get to work on Jericho. And then these guys will obviously come join as well. Then I think we'll just do an assault once we get that. And then, once we're done with this war, I'll take a look at my whole nation, because we'll have land to address. Lots of land, actually. We're going to get some AE for this war, for sure. Master of the Guard is no longer employed. Bat Noam or it, but I think this guy was my former governor. He is really corrupt, but it's not as big of a deal for an office position, so I think I'll assign him there. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I'm going to make him the researcher because of his really high martial. Wait, what? I thought this guy had... Okay. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I thought that guy had lower martial than that. Oh, he's at 7. Oh, wait, no, that's the martial advances. Whoops. Okay, whatever. Same difference anyways. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what am I doing here? Unpause. So team is 1. Alright, get over here. Okay. Peace should be soon. And we're going to have a lot of nation reorganization to do down here. Siege Jericho. Once we get down here, I will definitely do an assault. And then end the war there. Once I check in the peace deal that I can actually finish the war like that. Okay. Switch these guys over. Yeah, we can do all of them now. I've not been attending to this consistently. Ubrudu is back down to being unhappy. What? What now? Why? Ubrudu, why? I've given you so much. You have so much grain, Ubrudu. Why do you need this much food? I also built these desert wells. Like, what's the problem over here? Huh? Like, what? I'm trading for grain. What could be the problem? I don't understand. Maybe switching this back over to the food one would fix it. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, these guys are leaving. I should do the assault before they leave, but first let me see. So, I want that. I want that. I want this. I probably have enough war score with Jericho too, so let me go ahead and do the assault. Actually, where's my highest martial guy? It's gonna be Umeshtart. Yeah, alright, Umeshtart. Actually, I guess we do it from here, that's right. 66 power, this is probably perfectly fine. We're gonna lose thousands of people, but we're gonna win the assault. Oh, these guys got away in time? Ugh, that's annoying. Alright, whatever. And then, super peace. Get out of the way, alright. Super peace. There we go, perfect. And then I think, so we can do this deal. That is, I believe, everything else. This is all uncolonized, so we can just deal with that. Yeah, I think this is the deal we go for. Any goofy stuff we could add? We could add goofy stuff here. Samaria should be tag wiped by this, so I'm not going to make them a tributary, because that wouldn't do anything. I think Samaria's tag wiped. Does Samaria have anything else? I don't see anything. I could also do something with Dor, because Dor's over here. I could make Dor a tributary. I can make them a feudatory? What? I didn't know feudatories were in this mod. I guess because they're a kingdom, not a tribe. Maybe that's why. I don't know exactly what the situation is. I think I'll just leave Dor, because I think Tyr will probably kill them. I don't really... Like, this small tag existing may cause more trouble, honestly, than it's worth. I guess I'll make them a tributary. That is worth a lot of AE. Well, it's worth a little bit of AE, I guess. Yeah, they don't use up a slot. I'll just go for this. Alright, so this is the deal we're going to go for. Okay, perfect. Increase my rank to major power as well. Whew, alright, here it is. Alright, you're going to take away my AE. Okay, the Canaanite regional power of Jaffa accepts our generous peace offer. Jaffian Mahanaim to Aram. Samarian Jordan to Aram, Samarian Jericho to Aram, Jaffian Jericho to Aram, and then Dor becomes my tributary. My king, Daniel the First Abarid. We've increased in rank and are now a major power country instead of a regional power, since we have at least 200 territories. We can now do the support rebels action, I think is a new thing for us. I think we could already guarantee and threaten war. Obviously we can have alliances, no defensive leagues of course. Following effects, I think that's increased provincial loyalty problems, and then the other effects, I don't remember. We do have the same number. No, I think this is one more dip relation now, so we do have a new dip relation slot. I think we have increased PI gain, and then, where's the mercenary one? Do we not have a mercenary? Maybe it's like not listed here. We can take a look at it in just a moment here. Yeah, mercenary armies +3. Levy size multiplier, I don't know if that's increased or decreased. I don't remember. Yeah, but we have a lot of modifiers now. Also change governor policy cost reduction. And divine sacrifice cost is now 100% increased. That's painful. That is painful. I guess we'll see how our cohort sizes change. Okay, whatever the case, we can lower all of our cohorts now and attend to our stuff. Alright. We also have another military tradition available. What do I want now? Let's see. Slave raid could be interesting. We don't have any ships yet, though, so we can't do much with that at the minute. I don't even really want more slaves, either. Any other... Rewarding campaigns is really good, 5% manpower. So that's something we should move towards eventually. Over in the Sinaic traditions, plans combat bonus. Hit and run tactic being available could be handy, but it's hard to say. Yeah, I think Canaanite's probably the way to go. And I think unlocking slave raiding is probably our best option here. Again, a lot of our traditions in the Canaanite area are really naval focused, so for now we'll get ramming tactics, although it's not going to be too much of an effect at the minute. One more trade route as well, that's pretty good. We probably should be trading for gold in the capital more than in whatever other place we're trading for gold in. Yeah, I think it's up here, yeah. So let me switch this gold trade to the capital to get the surplus bonus from gold. It's basically the same value, but then also the surplus bonus, so I'm glad that I caught that. And then over here, what do we want? Let me trade for ivory. Actually, no, let me trade for another citizen bonus. Let me trade for earthenware. Yeah, let's trade for earthenware. Okay. Okay, and then... oh, you know what? I should have not lowered my forces quite yet, because I want to build roads. Whoops. We'll re-raise the levy down here. When? In 2 years? Oh, wow, okay. It's going to take a minute. Alright, that's fine. We'll worry about that later. I guess we could hire mercenaries to build roads, but that seems like a huge waste of money. Okay, speaking of that, we now control, aside from stuff we need to colonize, which we could actually do a lot of... No, we don't have any manpower, but we will eventually be able to do some of this in the future. So we'll colonize this when we can. But we do now control all of the Jordan Rift Valley region, so that's pretty good. Also, by the way, it seems to think that... I don't know where it decides the sort of capital of the region is, the regional capital. In my opinion, I think there should be some sort of mechanic to represent sort of a regional capital, along with, you know, each province having a capital and your nation having a capital, in my opinion. But whatever the case, it's picked Sama and Makne, which are the first provincial capitals we had in these locations, I believe. So I guess that makes sense. Whatever the case. Okay, so here in the Jordan province, Beit Saana is certainly not going to be our city in the long term. It's a pretty good spot for a city, but it's too close to Yardena. We'll rebuild it as a city later. It actually already has a palace, too. Interesting. We do not have any room in our tyranny, even though we've been not destroying cities or enslaving nobles for a long time. So that's irritating, but I have to just leave cities where they are for now. Ugh. Let's see. What did I say? I think I said that Shadmont would be my preferred location, with then moving the city of Sukkot to Panwell. Yeah, because down here, I think Sitim is the best spot. Yeah, it's the right distance away from Rabat Aman, so let's get this set up down here. Let's at least move the capitals around. So the Sitim will be our location, and then over here, Panwell is going to be our location. And then Shadmont. Alright, perfect. And then I can at least rebuild the cities, even if I can't revoke the city status of these other locations. So I think I'll keep the garrison and the fort for the loyalty, but this place here will become a city. For now, I will start fortifying it. And then here, Sitim, which is already a city, it has 2 loyalty boosting buildings as well. I'm going to destroy the workshop and start building a fort once I have enough money. And then up here, this place here, I will destroy that fort, or downgrade that fort. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and destroy forts that I don't plan to keep. Extra copy of dates is at the end of the universe, so I'll keep that. Over here, this fort here, let's see, extra copy of dates as well. Destroy that. I can now build the fort down here. And then up here, the palace is giving me provincial loyalty. Extra copy of bricks is fine. Yeah, we'll destroy this fort. Okay, there we go. And then I'll unfortify Sukkot for now. Yeah, I wish there was any other way to reduce tyranny, because this is not being able to revoke city status just really is upsetting. Just makes me so uncomfortable, but right. And then I'll destroy the buildings that are in the locations I want to build cities in, unless they're already cities. Yeah, so I have a little line of cities coming down like this, and I might have been able to figure out an orientation or like a composition where they're further apart, but this will have to do. We're not dealing with too much territory over here. If only one of these spots were farmland, then I could have everything be downset one more. Oh well, that's fine. And then over here, Mahani, and this is obviously not going to stay a city. I'm going to destroy all the buildings here. Even I guess I could have kept the workshop, honestly, for extra stone. But this place is going to get revoked for sure. This is a mountain valley, so not a good spot for a city. Okay, with that being addressed, let me look at the tiles and see if there's any buildings I want to get rid of for more money that I can build forts. Okay, so the mine for stone I'll keep. Plantation. I'll destroy the plantation. Mine for limestone I'll keep. Over here, mine for base metals I'll keep that. We could build a logging camp. Okay, interesting. Plantation for grain I'll get rid of. This should probably be a mine more than desert wells. Let's get rid of that. Farming settlement, I'll keep that. Plantation for this, I will get rid of for beer. A beer plantation, interesting. Farming settlement, I'll keep that. Plantation, I'll destroy. Farm for salt, I'll keep. Can't salt be in a mine? No, I'm wrong about that. Port? What? Oh, I guess you're allowed to see the port option even if you can't build it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we'll keep it like that. Okay, that's all fine. And then we need more PI pronto. Gonna have to wait though. Okay, let's see here. And then colony-wise, I assume... Let me actually let the monthly tick go by, and then we'll look at colonies. Okay. Also, we are up to 11.7k. Pretty good. Right. Alright, culture-wise, can I set up a Rabat Aman colony yet? Is a priority. Scroll way down here. The they're in here somewhere. Hesbon still. That's the wrong spot. What are you doing? I need to... These other places being cities will keep tricking the game into thinking I want to build colonies there. Trust me, I don't want to build a colony at Hesbon. Just stop offering that. Alright, over here, who lives over here? The Sittim and the Jerichoi live over here. Well, the Sittim should live in Sittim, so... Surely. Alright, Sittim, I could make a colony in Sittim. Since Sittim's already a city, I think it makes the most sense to make this a colony first. So Sittim gains colony. It'll upset the Jerichoi a little bit, but that's fine. Let me make sure this is the right spot. Sittim, Sittim. Yeah, that is correct. Alright, Sittim, a Dammâseq colony. The arrival of Dammâseq settlers has hardly endeared the local population to us, but the, hold on. But the foundation of a colony in this area is without a doubt the best way to exert control here in the long run. Soon even the local Sittim inhabitants will see how our city will prosper and surpass any previous settlements they may have had in the area before the land was confiscated. Okay, there we go. And we will let Colonial Ventures tick down for 2 years, or 3 years. Alright, perfect. And then we could also build a palace in Sittim once we have some more money. The palaces will help a lot with the loyalty. We could also build other loyalty buildings too. We don't need to just go straight to palaces. For example, I could build a garrison in Rabat Aman. And actually this might be a good spot for a garrison because this is a huge fort. So I think I will actually destroy the granary here and build a garrison. So that is handy. Up to over 100 manpower per month now, which is great. And yeah, I think we just resume. So we now have truces with Jaffa. Well, actually just Jaffa, because Samaria doesn't exist anymore. Until 880, perfectly fine. Syria wants my bricks. Yep. Nubia wants my stone. I can reach more people now, too. Okay. We have Rakat is ready to switch over to Borderlands. And actually, you know what? I should prioritize fixing your Broodoo. Something I will someday be able to accomplish, but not today. Maybe today, actually. Let me see. Also, it's now a little bit cheaper to switch policies because of being a major power. So that's pretty good. Or major power, right? Yeah, major power. We have the very cool flag with the little orange banner beneath it. Let's see. We're now in the league of people like Mari, Assyria, and Hit. Actually, not Hit. We're a larger power than Hit, which is interesting. Kemet, obviously, we're in the league of. So we've kind of been in their league for a minute now, but we're now sort of mechanically in their league, just thanks to sheer size. In terms of numbers, we have a very, very, very integrated population now. Yeah. 1125 in comparison. Kemet only at 749 right now. Mari 756. Assyria 647. Less than 500 for Hit. Yeah, we're definitely leading the pack in terms of integrated. Yeah, Manoa is not very large, so their population's pretty small, only 374. I'm not expecting to find anyone else with really, really high numbers. Yeah. Laconia is kind of becoming a contender, but not much. So yeah, I think we are far and away doing the best here. Alright, what was I looking at a moment ago? Oh yeah, that's right. Come back up here. Switch this over to encourage trade. I hope this does it. We'll see on the monthly tick if it does. Yes, it does. Okay, good. Loyalty still is not great. Now that we're off of harsh treatment. Can I just move some slaves out? Now that I'm loyal, I can just move some slaves out, can't I? Alright, now that we've addressed the food situation. Are there any wrong culture slaves I can get rid of? There's Dammâseq slaves that are, not happy, but they're like Dammâseq at least. This Yabrudui slave we need to move out. Let me move everybody out through Kutaifa once again. Alright, all these guys are leaving, go into Adra. Right from Kutaifa. Any non-Dammâseq. And I do need to move one more Dammâseq back over to get the surplus of metal again. From Adra, ideally. I also have to move them from elsewhere. That's fine. Okay. That actually has more or less fixed the problem. Oh my god. I don't know where those non-Dammâseq slaves came from, but literally any non-Dammâseq in Yabrudui, like, plummet this place into, like, super disloyalty, so I've got to really pay attention to that. Whew. Okay, we actually are able to do this again. Yeah, I think Rakat now is ready to switch over to Borderlands, so we are at 11,533. We'll see what we get from that, but probably fair bit. I think this is probably a better and more sort of unobtrusive way to do this instead of checking every tile to see that people are migrating. At this point, moving slaves around manually is going to have such a small, like, diminishing return. It's better just to let the game's migration mechanics do it for me. I have so many provinces to worry about. I don't want to do this for every single province. And at this point, like, as we see, we are leagues above everybody else in terms of cohort size, so, like, the days of needing to count every, like, levy unit so carefully and just do all this micromanagement is kind of behind me. Now it's more about the aggregate and kind of, like, making sure that we're on the macro scale, getting these provinces organized on the provincial level, not on the settlement level. So I trust the game a little bit to do a good job at doing that behind the scenes. Trade gold to Kemet. Is an alliance with the Egyptians possible? Kind of, actually, yeah. They consider us a competing power, which isn't great, but that's mostly because they really don't like me due to aggressive expansion, which I guess is fair enough. As this goes down, I think Kemet may be amenable. I don't really need the alliance with Kemet for any, like, specific reason, but I kind of just want to be allies with Kemet to flex. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That would be quite the come-up for Dammâseq, to eventually be allied with Egypt. Also, Kemet being my ally is better for the stability of the world, to be fully honest, because if they're not my ally, I'll be plotting against them. I'll eventually take out Jaffa, and I'll try to go all the way up to the border with Eastern Nile Delta. I'm kind of thinking that I don't really want to territorially expand into Egypt, but more so just have good relations with Kemet. Fighting in Egypt won't really mean anything. Like, there's no reason to do that unless I really need food. I mean, that's like the ancient Roman mindset. Like, you shouldn't conquer Egypt unless you need all their food. But I can probably trade for Kemet for food. I don't really need lots of food right now anyways. So I think what we do is get to the borders of sort of the Canaan area in this direction and then kind of go no further. The question of who gets to be in charge of Sinai is going to be a bit more interesting, but given that the region is actually like the Red Sea coastline, I don't really want to go down this direction. There's nothing down here for me, so I think we get Canaan, get Moab and Edom, and then stop there. Maybe set up a buffer state in the Red Sea area, but I think I'll leave Egypt to Egypt. That's kind of going too far afield for my tastes. Not to mention they're building roads in all sorts of weird ways. I guess it's not weird because the AI is doing it, but yeah, I'll let them live their own best life over there. Any other road building on the map yet? No. Okay, this is a new thing that only me and Egypt are doing. Fair enough. Speaking of roads, my levy will be ready 18th of July, 877, I believe, so we will keep waiting until then. Barbarians down here. Alright, hopefully these guys don't come north, but we shall see. Maybe they will come north. Then let me actually build more buildings as well. Now that Rakat is on Borderlands, I may want to build a palace here. You give a more civ level, local tax would obviously help a lot. I think it's probably worth doing. Yeah. Good stuff. And then Okay, Einthakar, that was just glitched earlier. Now it says it's 4.16. That's what I thought it would be. Something kind of in that ballpark. In fact, let me actually build the palace in Einthakar first, and then I'll build one in Rakat later. By the way, the fact that you can cancel a building to get full like treasury back at any time before it's constructed is a bit of streamlining that I actually really like. I know that's not very realistic, but being able to sort of micromanage your buildings like that and like put money into buildings and then cancel them to get money back is a really fun part of the game that I'm glad is here. Okay, the tyranny of Daniel the First Abirid. Daniel has gained a reputation as a brutal tyrant who cares nothing for those he rules over. Rabble-rousers have begun to gather in the streets to openly condemn. Hey, why is my tyranny going up, by the way? Wasn't I at 96 something? Am I getting tyranny from something? God. I'm not going to lose 5 stability, so embrace the reputation. I really feel like tyranny needs to, like, maybe go down when you have a succession, because most of this tyranny was gotten by Ipter Dagon in his ascent. I guess some of it I've gotten since then, but I'm trying my best to fix that. Oh. Alright, whatever. These guys are just gonna settle over here. That's fine. No big deal. Ugrid has to walk back. Oh, that's brutal. Right, you know what? I think the days of having like near max tyranny, I'm calling it here. We're not letting this continue. We're taking some actions here. So I think the big problem here is Daniel's declining charisma, because this is reducing his monthly tyranny, and his wife isn't giving him any more charisma. I wonder. Let's see. 6 charisma on you, 3 on you, but 6 on you, so that's pretty good. So more charisma is needed here. Oh, Grant Holding is in this mod. Why wasn't it available before? I don't know. Is there any way to reduce tyranny? I don't really think so. Let me look in the text again. I think because I have so much of my infrastructure in my new territory, like, mangled up by those cities that exist still. Let's see. Minus 0.2, minus 0.1, minus 0.1, minus 0.1, minus 0.2 down here. I guess we're still going to quick march is the thing. I want to get forced march. But I think after this, I'm going to switch back over and start working on these tyranny laws. Or these tyranny things. Actually, speaking of laws, do any of my laws let me get rid of tyranny? No, not really. Getting King of Kings would actually help with integration speed. And more diplomatic relations could be good. It might be worth switching over to King of Kings. Oh, you know what I could do, actually? Hold on. I did not think about this, but do any of my ideas reduce tyranny? I assume not, right? It'd be down here if it was to be. No. But just to be thorough, let me check and see really quick. Ooh! Monthly tyranny minus 0.04. This requires bureaucracy 3. Okay. Hold on. That bureaucracy 3? Oh my gosh, that's really far away. Yeah, that's not possible for a long time. Okay, well that was not a bad idea to think about that. Do any of my formable kingdoms reduce tyranny? Mercantile. No. No, not directly. No, okay, I don't think so. That's too bad. We just have to, like, let it decline very, very slowly. Alright, Fortress, upper bottom on under siege, that's fine. Jaffa's paid them off. One thing that's really annoying here is these guys won't ever, like, finish the siege, and they're just going to keep this place under siege. What will they need? What I'll do is I'll just wait till I raise my levy in the area, then I'll just kill them, because they're in the area that my levy will get raised in. It'll be 2 years of Rabatamon, like, under siege, technically, but it is what it is. Actually, are there any trade goods that... Oh, actually, I can't check right now. Let me check somewhere where I'm allowed to check. I can just do it, like, here. Okay, do any trade goods give me reduced tyranny, or tyranny loss? I don't think so. I think I've looked for this before, but I don't really think so. Let's see. Let's check all these trade goods. Base order. Popularity affects tyranny? Really? Let me come back to that in a minute. I did not know popularity affects tyranny. I guess that kind of makes sense, but... Marble. Marble gives you reduced tyranny. I think what we need to do is start to kind of pivot a little bit into a straightforward, like, tyranny reduction arrangement, because being unable to, like, lower cities is really not going to work for me. I really need to address this. So, let's see. I guess if his popularity is really high, it increases tyranny loss. He's ailing now. What could I do? Hold games is money, so I can pull that off just fine. Patronize the Arts could be pretty strong. I could seek treatment for arthritis. That's another option. Can I hold a triumph for Daniel? That'd give him a lot of popularity. Let me wait and see what happens once I have, what was it, 30 PI for that? Yes, 30 PI. Palace in Hassun is done. Good. That's going to help with the loyalty down here. 103 research. Holy crap. Yeah, this is really, our research situation is like, it's like with the assimilation, like, you know, initially it's slow, but you reach this kind of like invisible threshold where it just explodes into speed. We are zooming through this tech tree really fast. That's great. Also, we need more research efficiency. Anything that gives me more how do I spell this? Efficiency. Something way down here, okay. I'm not assuming it's going to be easy to get. Ooh, 25% from here. That might be kind of needed. We're actually kind of getting close to the research efficiency cap. Okay. Also down here as well. Oh, there's so many texts that I need. Oh, man. Yeah, but once I have enough money... Let's see here. Hold game. Yeah, sure. Let me try and boost this guy's popularity. We'll see what we get. The upcoming games. In true Armenian fashion, our benevolent ruler Daniel has ordained that there will be a period of games and festivities to celebrate our conquest of Jordan. While it is not commonplace, many of the common folk in Quarterlike are pondering whether Daniel himself will take to the sands and prove his bravery for all to see. No one will look unkindly on Daniel for declining due to his advanced age. I guess that's fair, but popularity is popularity, and that might help a little bit with tyranny. Yeah, I never realized that popularity had this connection with tyranny. That probably is something I should have realized a long time ago. Onion harvest surplus. By King, incredible news from our fields. The onion harvest is significantly exceeding expectations. With the surplus, we are sure to make a tidy profit, should we not use the fruits ourselves. At least no one will starve this year. Ooh, okay, this is really strong. Yeah, I think this is better. 5 years, or, hold on. Yeah, 5 years of onion surplus. That's definitely the way to go. Nice. Let's speed this up to speed 4, as we are just recovering our thing. Grand Armenian Games. In anticipation of the long-awaited events, the skies over has soon opened, and lightning bolts are hurled down as if by divine hands themselves. The competitors array themselves in sodden garments, and each grasp their weapons as they prepare for the gladiatorial free-for-all. The crowd cheers in jubilation as Daniel appears accompanied by garlanded Armenian youths. None dare question the majesty of such a titan of competition. It comes, however, as a surprise when Daniel slips and falls at the very last moment, automatically forfeiting the match. The Royal Guard quickly clear the arena of competitors and tend to the reeling Daniel. A splendid effort nonetheless. Popularity, losing health is not the end of the world. Actually, it might improve things because I believe his son has more charisma through his wife. Yeah. So, actually kind of good. Like, at the minute, our goal at the minute is to get as much popularity with Daniel as we can to try to get a bit more tyranny reduction. And if he dies, it actually isn't the worst thing ever, so that is fine. Okay. Royal Tutor. Okay, we need a new Royal Tutor. This guy's really good. I think we should get this guy. Or a guy with also 9. A little bit of corruption, much more loyalty, and he's a family character. Let's put this guy in charge, the Milker Mid. Sounds fine. 12.8, almost 13k manpower now. These are EU4 manpower numbers. Glad to see it. Look at this number grow as we just watch it. Love that. Okay. Palace and Anthakar is done. And then let me check. Kadesh is ready to be switched over to... wow, okay. Good work. This is going to cost some tyranny, though. Yeah, this is... Let's see here. I need to not... You know, one problem, too, is switching around the policies a ton is giving me a lot of tyranny, but I should switch this to Borderlands. It's worth it. It's just really painful. Should build some more palaces. So we have one in Anthakar, we have one in Darik. Nijron probably isn't ready quite yet for a palace. This one in Sama was finished. Yardena, Nahalol, not quite. Yardena it might be time for Yardena to get a palace. Maybe. Sun has a palace. And Rabat Aman, are they still finishing this? No, this is actually being delayed by the barbs. Okay. In that case, I'll pay these guys off. Well, I can just wait for my levy to be ready. It's only a few months away now. Well, 10 months for these guys. We'll just kill these guys with the levy, and then we'll get to road building, and then the garrison will finish from there. Okay, so with that noted, Machna could be a good spot. Actually, Machna might be the best spot. Yeah, let's build it in Machna. Palace up here. And then, where was it that I just got a palace? We can actually import one more thing over here. Let's see here. I think we want freeman bonuses over here. I guess noble bonuses couldn't hurt. We'll trade for myrrh. And then, where was it that the palace was just finished? Oh yeah, it was here, Eintakar. Okay, this place I want, if I can get it, some ivory. I don't want to do an internal ivory trade. I guess it might be fine. I guess it doesn't hurt to get more noble happiness like this. So yeah. Although that being said, I'm trading ivory out of Damascus Oasis, so I'm going to lose the noble happiness there if I do that. So let's trade for a citizen happiness from Spice. Okay. And then... Is there a, let's see, trade overview? Can I see places where trades are available? No, of course. The one thing that I'd want to see here, I can't see. I can't see, like, trade open slots, and there's no pop-up for it, so I have to find them manually. Oh, here in Galad, we didn't set up trades yet. Whoops. Let's trade for earthen... Well... Yeah, for now, I think we'll trade for earthenware. For citizen happiness. Actually, let's trade for freeman happiness bonuses. Let's trade for wine. There we go. And then... Alright, down here... Nijran can get one from Pops. I'll trade for earthenware over here. Actually, no, I'll trade for hemp. There we go. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And yeah, I think we're going to call it here for this episode. A pretty laid-back episode, but I think when the succession happens, I'm going to do a huge... And I might do this at every succession, is I'm going to do a big set of reviews of like all the different trade deals in all my provinces to try to match them up to their like best purpose. But we'll attend to that in the future. Whatever the case, that's going to be it for this episode of the Dammâseq Campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.